Real estate alternate vocabulary by subject. Subject, law of agency, value, amount of goods or services offered in the marketplace in exchange for something. Physical deterioration, actual wear and tear on something due to age, the elements or other forces. Subagent, an agent of an agent, a person that an agent has delegated authority to, so that the subagent can assist in carrying out the principal's orders. Listing, a written agency contract between seller and a real estate broker, stating the broker will be paid a commission for finding, or attempting to find, a buyer for the seller's real property. General agent, an agent authorized to handle all of the principal's affairs in one area or in specified areas. Universal agent, an agent authorized to do everything that can be lawfully delegated to a representative. Special agent, an agent with limited authority to do a specific thing or conduct a specific transaction. Prepayment penalty, additional money charged by a lender for the borrower paying a loan off early, not permitted for FHA-insured loans or VA-guaranteed loans. Truth in Lending Act, act that requires lenders to disclose consumer credit costs in order to promote informed use of consumer credit. Testatrix, a woman who makes a will, finance instrument, a written document used in the borrowing or lending of money. The most common type is promissory note. Note, a written, legally binding promise to repay a debt, also called a promissory note. Formal will, a written, witnessed will. Exclusionary zoning, a zoning law that effectively prevents certain groups, such as minorities or poor people, from living in a community. Man-made attachments, an item of personal property that has been attached to or closely associated with real property in such a way that it has legally become part of the real property. Also called fixture. Reserve account, account in which the lender maintains the borrower's extra 1/12 monthly deposits to cover next year's insurance and tax payments. Also called escrow account. Escrow account, a separate account maintained by a broker for the deposit of clients' money, good faith deposits. Also called trust account. 2. The account a lender maintains to hold a borrower's monthly payments for property insurance and property tax until those bills are due. Also called reserve account or impound account. Deferred interest, accrued interest that is not paid by regularly scheduled payments. Interest that is accumulated during payment periods but is not paid until a later date. This can be a common element of ARMs, and may cause negative amortization to occur. Prescription, acquiring an interest in property, usually an easement, by using it openly and without the owner's permission for at least 21 years. In contrast to adverse possession, prescriptive use doesn't have to be exclusive. The owner may be using the property, too, and user does not acquire title to the property. C. Easement by prescription. Securitization, act of pooling mortgages, then selling them as mortgage-backed securities. Corporate resolution, action passed by a corporation authorizing the sale or purchase of real estate. Actual notice, actual knowledge of a fact, rather than knowledge imputed or inferred by law. Title, actual lawful ownership of real property. This is not a document, but rather a concept or theory dealing with ownership. Codicil, addition to or revision of a will, must be executed with the same formalities as a will. Addenda, additional parts of an appraisal report. Addenda usually consist of photos of the subject house and comparables, a sketch of the subject's floor plan and a table for calculating the area of the subject, and a location map. Improvements, additions to real property, can be natural, e.g. trees or a lot feature, but usually they are man-made. Substantial fixtures, such as buildings. ARM, adjustable rate mortgage, a mortgage that permits the lender to periodically adjust the interest rate so that the rate reflects fluctuations in the cost of money. Trial record, all documents and transcripts from a trial. Partnership property, all property partners bring into the business at the outset or later acquire for their business. Property owned as tenants in partnership. Bundle of rights, all real property rights that are conferred with ownership, including right of use, right of enjoyment and right of disposal. Financing tools, alternative financing methods that can help a borrower get approved for a loan easier or with less of a down payment. ASA, American Society of Appraisers, a professional organization for real estate appraisers. ASHI, American Society of Home Inspectors, the oldest and leading nonprofit professional association for independent home inspectors. Mailbox rule, an acceptance of a contract offer is effective as of the moment it's mailed, even though the other party has not received it yet. Agreement, an agreement between two or more parties to do, or not do, a certain thing. The requirements for an enforceable contract are capacity, mutual consent, lawful objective, and consideration. In addition, certain contracts must be in writing to be enforceable. Also called contract. Economic obsolescence, also called External obsolescence when something outside the control of a property makes it less desirable, also called economic obsolescence, also called external obsolescence.